There's been a lot of speculation about what really happened the night ZTheWizard was killed.
It say, according to BigXThePlug, 3 others were
I
hospitalized.
hit. Remo would write, ZTheWizard was reportedly shot in the head during New Year's night incident at a Dallas nightclub. According to BigXThePlug, 3 others were hospitalized.
Some online voices rushed to point fingers. Others pushed wild theories. But as investigators slowly piece things together, one reality is becoming clear. This wasn't just another rap beef gone wrong. It was chaos, confusion, in a moment that spiraled out of control.
Bullets don't have no name on it, bro. Them bullets kill babies, grandmamas, aunties, uncles, granddads, mamas, innocents, cats, dogs. Bro, them bullets are whatever they hit, bro. It's gonna destruct, gang, real.
Here's what we actually know. The shooting that changed everything. January 1st, 2026, just after 3:45 a.m., gunshots ripped through the parking lot outside Pink House, Dallas, during its New Year's grand opening. The club, located near Empire Central and North Stimmons Freeway, had just opened its doors as a new after-hours spot. Packed, loud, turned up. Inside were some of Dallas's biggest names: BigXThePlug, the face of Texas rap, and ZTheWizard, a rising star who had just finished performing earlier that night.
Club is dumb as hell to me. Like, what I want to go in here, I don't know 99% of these people in here. Everybody see me in here. We not finna do nothing but sit here. We finna order some drinks with these flashing ass lights and this loud ass music.
Both were celebrating. Both were winning. Z had just signed to Future's Free Bands gang months earlier. Big X was at the peak of his career. That night was supposed to mark the beginning of an even bigger year for both of them. Then, everything broke. The moment it all went wrong. Shots rang out. 4 people were hit. One of them was ZTheWizard, only 25 years old, a father.
When 4 people get shot outside of your club and one person is hit in the head and in critical condition, I think it's a little bit
Tweaking.
Off-putting
To be putting that shit on
post to Instagram how much money the club made.
Right.
I think you should just take that win and keep it to yourself, because somebody might not wake up.
A rising artist. Witness footage captured him on the ground, confusion, screaming, panic. In one clip, you can hear someone say, "That was him." Moments later, another video surfaced, BigXThePlug's raw reaction outside the club. His voice shaking, pain clear. "They shot Z in the head. What the fuck?" Security rushed him away as the scene turned into a crime zone. The clips spread instantly. X, Instagram, TikTok, and with it, misinformation exploded. Some pages falsely claimed Z had died on the spot. That wasn't true. He was rushed to the hospital, placed on life support. 5 days of hope, then loss. For 5 days, ZTheWizard fought for his life. His family asked for privacy. They repeatedly corrected false reports. They held on to hope. But on January 5th, 2026, Z passed away. Dallas lost one of its brightest new voices. Big X lost someone he had been personally putting on. And the city was left asking the same question: how did this happen? What investigators are looking at. Dallas police confirmed they were reviewing footage from over 30 cameras inside the club and surrounding areas. As of mid-January 2026, no arrests had been made.
You end up getting into a argument or a disagreement with Big X. How'd that come about?
We squashed that shit. That shit ain't nothing. Some situation. We got over it, though.
Oh, that's good. That's good. A lot of times it feels like rappers start beefing and there's like no way out. Like they just got to keep going at it.
And when
forever.
really just no real smoke.
The motive remained unclear, but multiple witnesses described a chain reaction that night. According to sources, tensions started inside the club. Z was performing and throwing money, standard for club appearances. Some took it the wrong way. Words were exchanged. A fight broke out near the bathroom. Security removed the involved parties, but the situation didn't end there. Outside, things escalated. Witnesses claim individuals went back to their cars and retrieved firearms. What followed wasn't a single shot, it was a full exchange. Handguns, what some described as choppers. Chaos everywhere.
Real smoke. But you felt the way when I'm going to the internet to, you know, how often niggas be like getting took for the jury and shit out here? Is that like a big thing?
In that confusion, ZTheWizard was struck. The question no one wants to ask. As footage circulated, some observers raised a disturbing possibility that Z may have been hit during the crossfire, not by a targeted hit, but by reckless gunfire in a chaotic situation. One video appears to show someone from Z's own circle firing wildly while retreating. Nothing has been confirmed. Investigators haven't released conclusions.
Those can be your worst amigos. So we'll get caught up in sticking our chest out. I done did it before. Man, I don't got that. You know what he did to me. You get so mad and so frustrated before you even understand. Without understanding, things can go really bad.
But the theory shifted the conversation from who wanted him dead to how quickly things spiral when guns enter the room. Why this story hit so hard? ZTheWizard wasn't just another rapper. He had cosigns from Meek Mill and BigXThePlug. He was named one of Dallas Observer's top 25 DFW rappers of 2025. He had 2 children. He organized a toy drive weeks before his death. People described him as having a heart of gold. His vigil on January 11, 2026 was peaceful. Over 100 people dressed in blue. No retaliation, no disrespect, just grief. A bigger problem than one night. This shooting raised uncomfortable questions about club security, about New Year's celebrations, about how fast ego, alcohol, and weapons turn moments deadly. Dallas police reported 759 calls related to celebratory gunfire that same night. Z's death wasn't isolated, it was part of a larger pattern. And while speculation continues, one thing is undeniable. A life with real potential was lost, not because of a diss track, not because of a long-standing beef, but because chaos took over. But Big X never gave credit. He said it was about principles, not personal beef. In a September 2025 interview, BigXThePlug denied stealing anything, brushing off the claim as just a phrase. According to him, the same people accusing him now were once fans DMing him for advice, asking how to blow up. When his career took off and theirs didn't, admiration turned into resentment.
I'll see the issue I'm having with the label. The label is the one told me that Big X and his folks said that Big X said he not clearing the song. So who lying? The label or Big X? But guess what? For Big X calling me and us getting an understanding, him telling me.
He called them random rappers clinging to controversy instead of building something real. That situation never truly got resolved. It faded out quietly, less like street beef, more like industry positioning. Then came the most recent drama, Finesse 2 times. In early January 2026, just days after ZTheWizard was shot, Finesse publicly accused Big X of refusing to clear a feature on a collaborative track. Frustration spilled onto social media. Tension rose fast. But behind the scenes, Big X picked up the phone. He told Finesse nobody ever asked him to clear the song, and if they had, he would have done it immediately. Finesse initially accepted that explanation, blaming label miscommunication, and even gave Big X credit for handling it directly like a man. For a moment, it looked squashed. Then it flipped. Days later, Finesse walked back the apology, called Big X a liar, and threw out a $500,000 boxing challenge.
Know how Big X is. Big X gonna pick up the phone and he gonna pick up and call you. Hey man, what's going on? What you talking about, man? I don't even know what you talking about no song. And it's funny how I like the way Finesse handled it. He say, man, my apologies if I did something wrong. I don't mind apologizing.
The timing raised eyebrows. Coming right after the loss of ZTheWizard, it felt less like real smoke and more like spectacle. A headline, a distraction, a rollout disguised as beef. Big X barely responded, and honestly, he had bigger things to carry.
He's just in a calm fit.
And it seemed like them always niggas that end up getting killed too. It's never the nigga that's outside tweaking and geeking it. You know what I'm saying? In situations like this, it's always the nigga who just graduated high school or the nigga that ain't ever did nothing to nobody. It's always them, bro.
None of these disputes were directly connected to ZTheWizard's death. The shooting at Pink House didn't look like a targeted hit tied to Big X's known issues. Everything pointed to a spontaneous situation that spiraled out of control. But when you move in circles where accusations, egos, and street politics constantly overlap...
Damn, bro. Damn. First off, I want to say rest in peace to him. Thoughts and prayers to his family, to his friends, to Big X, to if he had kids, to his mother. Whoever lost him, bro. To whoever lost him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to see, bro. It is sad to see.
Danger is always close, whether you invite it or not. And that's the cruel irony. ZTheWizard wasn't an op, he wasn't a rival, he wasn't beefing with anyone. He was family, a signee, a brother, a piece of a new Dallas movement that was supposed to be about unity, not retaliation. His death hit so hard because it contradicted everything he stood for. Born Z. Corey Grant Fields, Z grew up in Oak Cliff and DeSoto. Raised by his mother, Lash Shannon Grant, he called her his third heartbeat. Before music, football was his path. Size, speed, discipline, but an injury rerouted his life. Music became his outlet. By 2023, he was carving out a lane, introspective, melodic, grounded in real life without glorifying destruction. His projects Wiz, Who Is Z, Wiz the Dawn, and Words of Wisdom built a growing audience. Songs like Boss Naka and Chevy resonated because they felt honest. In August 2025, everything changed. Z signed with Future's free bands. Meek Mill co-signed him. The Dallas Observer named him to one of the top 25 DFW rappers of 2025. 2026 was supposed to be his breakout year. Instead, it became his memorial. Just weeks before his death, Z organized a toy drive for kids in his neighborhood.
It literally happens every single year, bro. It literally happened every single year. Somebody get killed, somebody get shot, somebody die in a drunk driving accident. You know how many people died in drunk driving accidents last night, bro?
That wasn't branding, that was character. At his vigil, nearly 100 people showed up in blue. No retaliation talk, no threats, just grief. Pastor Ricky Rush spoke about gun violence, not revenge. His mother spoke through pain, not anger. The community chose reflection over escalation. The investigation continued. No arrests, no clear answers. Friendly fire or enemy fire, still unknown. What is known is that a young artist with momentum, family, and purpose was taken in seconds. The footage of Big X that night went viral, not because it was dramatic, but because it was real. No image control, no PR filter, just shock, pain, loss. Club appearances are a necessary risk in rap. Visibility equals survival. But liquor, egos, and guns don't need much to turn lethal.
Z knew the risks. Big X knew the risks. Every rapper knows them, and still, they show up. Streams surged after Z's passing. The bittersweet pattern hip-hop knows too well. New listeners discovered his music after it was too late to see where it could have gone. ZTheWizard's legacy isn't just numbers or playlists. It's proof that even artists pushing peace aren't immune to chaos, that doing everything right doesn't guarantee safety, and that the cost of proximity to violence is sometimes paid by the wrong person. The streets didn't just lose a rapper. Dallas lost a future. That description matched every account from his day ones and collaborators. ZTheWizard wasn't a gangster playing a role for the cameras. He was an artist who came from an environment where violence was always close, whether you invited it or not. And for BigXThePlug, the question now isn't about beef, streams, or charts. It's about how you move forward after losing someone you were trying to bring up with you. Big X built his career on authenticity, while also trying to rise above the chaos that comes with the streets. But Z's death proved a hard truth. No amount of success can fully insulate you from the dangers tied to rap's connection with street life. That footage of Big X's reaction will live forever, not as content, not as promo, but as a moment of real trauma. A raw, unfiltered reminder that behind the hits and the headlines are real people watching their future collapse in seconds. Dallas rap will keep moving. New artists will rise. Old beefs will fade. The new Dallas movement will continue pushing unity over destruction. But ZTheWizard's name won't disappear. It'll be spoken whenever people talk about artists taken too soon. His music will keep finding listeners who never got to hear him while he was alive, and his children will grow up hearing stories about their father's talent, his heart, and the impact he left behind. BigXThePlug will keep making music. He'll keep running his label. He'll keep navigating the pressure of being successful in a city where street politics never fully sleep. But he'll carry the memory of that New Year's night for the rest of his career. Because this story isn't abstract, it isn't theoretical, it's real people dying in real parking lots, while their day ones watch in horror. It's talent being erased before it ever gets the chance to fully bloom. It's families left grieving while social media debates whether the shooting was targeted or accidental. So rest in peace to ZTheWizard. Prayers to his family, his children, and everyone who loved him. And if you want more real, unfiltered stories like this, check out the cards on your screen. This is Hood Secrets.